Hey Ronald, how you doing? Thanks for sitting down at the table with me again this week. I know what you're thinking. Where's the rhyme that's preceded the last three videos? But you know what? That's old hat. This is the new Dan, the new table. You know, we're not at a messy desk anymore. This is a really, really dusty, pug hair ridden table. And I decided after reflecting just on how much I love the rules convention in Freedom and Freeze's Fayum, wherein he gently berates an imaginary man named Ronald, I thought, you know what? What more appropriate name for the viewers of this channel, all 10 of you, than Ronald? So, Ronald, rise, wear your R-shaped crown with pride, and let's just hang out and play some Cascadia, because I got a new camera, and I don't really know how to work this dang old thing. So we're just gonna, experiment a little bit, see how it goes. And, at the end of it, you guys get a free little extra video of me playing Cascadia with some alternate scorecards that I've never played with. I think my score is going to be terrible, but it's going to be a lot of fun. The bear scoring condition is particularly cute. So let's just get into it. I'm not really going to do a teach in this one. I do have the Cascadia playthrough if you want to watch that, which has a more detailed teach, but we're just going to get right into it. So let me just flip over some tiles, and then we'll talk about what we have on the serving platter for us today in terms of scoring conditions. Because boy howdy, I gotta tell you, they're real spicy. And you know what? I can already tell that I'm very close to that. So we're going to move here. And I'm already nervous about the room I have for framing. So why don't we move these over here? That makes a lot more sense, don't you think? And we can do that like there. Yeah. I've filmed a video before, Videos have been filmed before. By me, even, I dare say. Let's go ahead and put out some animal tokens. I think they're called wildlife tokens, technically, but what Board Gamer calls any component what it actually is. Am I right, ladies and gents? Okay. All right, radical. So let's talk really quickly about these newfangled scoring conditions. The grizzly bear here, just like in the first video, just like his normal scoring condition, really loves to be in groups, but alone in groups, not too close to anybody else. But this time, we're trying to score for a variety of different groups. One by itself, one that's a bear pair. We love that, the throwback to the old bear pair. And then a bear trio, a bureau trio, if you will. Does not quite roll off the tongue the same way, but we're going to try to do it all the same. We get +3 bonus points for getting every single group. Gotta catch them all Pokemon. I'm certainly gonna Ash catch them. For the fox, it's the most different from its base game scoring condition. Still feels too hard for what points you get, but basically you get a point for every same animal you surround it with. So it's like the opposite of its normal scoring condition. Whereas the base game fox wants to be surrounded by a bunch of different animals, this fox wants to be surrounded by a bunch of the same animals. That's fun. I maybe won't ignore it. The red-tailed hawk, I like this one a lot, because it's all about maintaining eye contact. The hawks want to have line of sight to each other. They want to keep an eye on one another. And I like that. I like the idea that they just really either distrust each other or are like really into each other. You know what I mean? Honestly, birds of a feather, two sides of the same coin. I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, the Chinook salmon. This is interesting because it still just runs. Me after having Taco Bell be like low effort poop joke, sorry. But similar to the bear, it is checking for run sizes. So, a run of 3, a run of 4, a run of 5. So you can kind of diversify. You don't have to just go all in on a biggin. And then the most fun one, I think, is the elk, who just wants to be in a circle. Why? Why, Randy? Why do the elks want to be in a circle? What are they hiding? And what's in the center of it? We're going to find out today. So, without further ado, let's start playing the beautiful game of Cascadia. Right away, I gotta tell you, I think I'm gonna ignore the heck out of this fox, and I'm gonna take an elk tile and an elk token, because that just seems like a match made in heaven. And I think I'm gonna put it like right here. Right there. Although, actually, I'm in default elk mode right now. You know, we all are familiar with default elk mode. Elto pilot, if you will. That's nothing. I am automatically trying to put them in a straight line, but they want to be in a ring. So actually, I think it makes more sense for me to do this and put it here. And then I need to get myself a leaf, a pine cone, a leaf of the Northwest. We'll just toss them there. I don't even know if they're in frame. Looks like they are. Attaboys. I will take one, and then you also start the game with one, I believe. I don't remember for sure if you do, and I'm too lazy to check. So if you don't, well, then I've cheated. And that's okay, because this video is just for fun. The other ones are incredibly serious, I assure you. All right, let's see what we get here. We get another elk and a salman. All right, I think I'm taking Hawkeye, and I'm putting a salman there and getting another nature token. Seems good to me. We've already eliminated 2 discrete foxes. Sorry about that, foxes. Old habits die hard, but you die harder. Man. Anybody played Death Stranding, by the way? I feel like that game would absolutely be slappadocious if I could just be Norman Reedus running around some weird Icelandic America delivering packages in a really kind of difficult, obtuse way. But these goopy monsters just keep trying to stop you. And then you have to watch like 40-minute cutscenes with people named Die Hard Man. And Guillermo del Toro isn't Guillermo del Toro, and Nicholas Winding Refn isn't Nicholas Winding Refn. It's Kojima. I don't know, man. He's on something. All right. What do I want? What do I want? I'm in a little bit of a tough position because I want this salmon, but I also want this elk. And either one that I don't choose, one is going to fall off. So that's tough. What has the higher point potential? I think the salmon is going to be easier to score, so I think I'm going to take the salmon. I don't know if that logic holds up super duper well, but I also don't care super much, because this isn't a game about logic. This is a game about nature, and like all things in nature, we care about scoring points, because points is how you win. I have a crazy stockpile of these nature tokens, by the way. I'm absolutely crushing the NT game. I think it might be time to start getting our bear on. Although taking another salmon is okay. We'll lose one bear, but if we take this bear and lose the salmon, we could take another bear next turn, and that also seems very good. Ooh, choices, choices, choices. Yeah, I think I'm gonna ditch these. I think I'm okay with that. Sorry, I'm moving ahead of myself here. I'm gonna take these. I'm gonna put it como, see, like this. Get all those snow zones lined up, and then I'm gonna put a bear right there, I think. And the reason I'm putting it there rather than here is that I want to leave this open so I can kind of be flexible about either putting another elk there, putting a salmon there, although I'm realizing that I already can't do a full elk circle because of the salmon I put here. Man, it's a hard game. I tell you what, these alternate scoring methods, they don't mess around. Really drives up the high-octane content that is Cascadia, the board game. All right. I think I'm priced into taking another bear here. And I think what I'm going to do is actually spend one of my copious amounts of Leaves of the Northwest and take a bear from here. so that I don't have to put a tile here, and I can, again, delay that further. This is grasslands, which kind of fits nicely. I could just do like this here. Does that seem okay? Or do I want to do like this? Or maybe like this? I think I'm going to do it like that. And then I'm going to put a pair there. So there's a bear pair. Maybe it'll become a Bureau Trio. We really got to come up with a better name for that, guys. So, you know, pop down in the comments with a better name for that, because, my God, we have to do better. Okay. A fox and a hawk, you say? Again, I'm on my bear, elk, salmon pill default mode. I think I need to take a hawk and just go with it. But I could also spend a nature token and take this, and it kind of works out great because that tile fits in like perfectly right there. Look at that. And then we have a bear trio, and a second to the alkaline trio. The bear trio is the best kind of trio. Oh man, this is a certain kind of energy. All right, moving right along. I had a reason for bringing up Death Stranding. Don't ask me what it was. I think it had something to do with something that was happening. If you'll forgive me for being a little too specific. All right, now we truly have dog doo-doo for a selection. But you know what I'm going to do? I'll tell you what I'm going to do, and you're going to freak out. I'm going to take a fox. I'm going to take a fox in this tile, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to slot. I don't love breaking this ocean already. Oh man. I hate the fox. I just hate the fox. I gotta be honest with you. I don't enjoy the fox. He's a bad boy, and he doesn't do no good. I don't think I am taking the fox. I think I changed my mind. I talked myself out of it because I thought I was going to put it here because he's already adjacent to 2 bears. But you know how many points that scores? 2. 2 points. And I'm not going to put more bears adjacent to him because the bears, they need to be on their own, you know? They need to thrive on their lonesome. By their lonely. Okay, so I think then what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to take, I'm thinking of spending another nature token. Maybe that's too many. No, I think I'm just going to take the hawk and this salmon tile. I'm going to put the salmon here to possibly connect with this as a run, and we'll just see what happens. And I'm going to put a hawk here, which gets me back a nature token, which I'm pretty hype about. Yeah, I already got to tell you, I am not feeling confident about my score with these other scoring criteria, but I like that. I like that it kind of takes you off autopilot because, yeah, I put a hawk on my board. You know, hawks have been dead to me for many a generation. Am I fading off frame here? I almost certainly am. Okay. Man, take a drink every time I go okay or and well, I'll see you in the hospital. And I almost said okay again. All right. So is another one. Okay. Think I'm taking another hawk, perhaps. Maybe a bear. Yeah. I don't really feel crazy about the hawk. I don't have a good place for it yet. I could spend a nature token, but spending a nature token for a hawk in this economy? I'll do it, fine. We're doing new things today. We're trying new things. I mean, we keep killing foxes. That's just going to stay the same. Again, in Cascadia, please don't get the wrong idea. I think foxes are just fine in the real world, but in the game of Cascadia, blame Randy Flynn. He didn't make foxes worth enough points. Sorry for sounding kind of drunk there. I realized right away that if I put the tile here like I thought I was going to, it immediately stops what I said I was going to do with this. But you know what? We'll just make this a new salmon run, and it'll all be according to plan. Although I don't know, technically speaking, if I put this here, if that counts as line of sight. I think it needs to be like exactly adjacent. For each hawk that is not adjacent to any other hawk and has direct line of sight to hawk. Yeah, it has to be across a hex, I think. So I don't think I can put it there. I'd have to put it like over here. Which I guess I'm fine with because nothing's really doing with this elk thing anyway. It really gussies up this desert kind of chunk I have going on here, but this is par for the course. I'm not doing excessively well. Bam. Look at that. They're looking right at each other. Okay. What do we want? I'll tell you what I want. What I really, really want is to have a place to put this bear that isn't adjacent to a bunch of other bears. But I don't. So I think I'm going to take this salmon way at the back here, lose this bear. Let's figure out where we're putting this before we do anything else. I think what we're going to do is just follow through with what I've been saying. Do something like this. And then put the salmon here. Or maybe here. And maybe I don't. Well, this is going to get broken up anyway. Man, I'm doubting myself all over the place today. Maybe I do something like this. Yeah, I kind of like that. I like that. How much do I like it? Not enough to keep it that way. Maybe like that. I don't know. I don't feel super hot about it either way, but I think I'm just going to do that, and we'll stick with it. All right. These two will slide down. Flip a couple over. See what delightful little wooden chips the game has for us. Man, it really wants us to go hawk mode all over the place. I could flush this out for 3 different tokens. And I might do that. But let me see if there's something that's worth taking here. I could spend a nature token to take a bear on an ocean. But yeah, I think I'm interrupting my line of thought to just do it because it just sounds good. And I've been overthinking so much of this game as it stands. So I have a choice. I could put it like here and there and start a new thing. But I think what I'm going to do is do it over here because it extends ocean and snow zone. And it's its own thing. So that seems good to me. We lose a hawk. Hawk down. Not the black one, though, so it's not that interesting. That's a real lazy reference to the film Black Hawk Down, which I've never seen, but I have it on good authority from many dads that it's really freaking cool. Have I gotten off frame with my tableau yet? No, I haven't. But we're getting close. Oh, golly gosh. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to slide the camera down a little bit. You know, how much is that going to screw up the framing? A little bit. But, you know, we do what we can. All right. What are we taking now? Not a single hex with a hawk. I think I'm going to take this one on the end here. This token fits kind of nicely over here. It's adjacent to a salmon, so salmon things can happen in the future, perhaps. And then we'll put this hawk here. I'm not crazy about covering up a salmon, but we got to get more of these hawks anyway if we're going to do anything. So I fear that the elk plan is dead in the water. I blame the people that put the elk in the water in the first place. Although I think they're strong swimmers. All right, I'm gonna take this one here and not think too much about it. Although as I say that, I'm already thinking too much about it. Maybe I want to take this like this. Yeah, I already changed my mind. I'm gonna do that to set up a bear pair there. Pair. Bam. And I'm going to put this salmon here, methinks. Yeah, I mean, the elk thing just isn't happening. Maybe we can make something happen, like going around this way or something, but man, who freaking knows? Not me. The future is uncertain, and that frightens me. How about you? What is more frightening, an unpredictable future or a future that is so predictable that it's demoralizing? I'll let you, the viewer, decide. Okay. I tell you what, I think we're taking... Gosh, man, we've had such bad luck with, like, terrain lining up favorably for us. It really is a rough go of it. Yeah. I wish that these hawks had line of sight. I really should have done this. Yeah, that may have been smarter, because that kills 2 hawks with 1 stone. Why did I say hawks? 2 birds with 1 stone still works. Okay. I tell you what, man, I think I'm just going to take these and keep this salmon run going. And in fact, it'll max out the salmon run, the unsuccessful sequel to chicken run. And that's 5. So now I need to start a new one elsewheres. We'll get those the heck out of there. I am terrified with how close the game is to being over already. I don't feel good about the choices I've made or the score that I will end up with. But, much like My Chemical Romance and their seminal album, The Black Parade, we carry on. All right. Boy, this is an ugly array. I'll tell you what. It's not the animals' fault that they suck so bad, but man, they suck. Okay. I think I have to spend a nature token here to take this and do like this, which isn't terrible. I get a nature token back, another hawk with line of sight, and the bear pair still open. We have to keep a fox around though, and I don't really feel great about that. All right. Now what? This is so rough. This is rough stuff. Okay, how does Foxman score? Score for each fox the number of a single adjacent animal type. Yeah, that doesn't do me much good. See, I'd love to just like plop them right here. I mean, it's 3 points, I guess. I don't know. Is that better than nothing? 3 points is so few points, Randy. Couldn't it be like 30? Just for me? I guess I don't deserve preferential treatment. That's fine, Mr. Flynn. I won't hold it against you. I tell you what, gang, I'm not feeling too good about it. Have I mentioned that I'm not feeling too good about this game? This is rough. This is like the polar opposite of the first game we played, where things just went off without a hitch, and I was so cool and great, and my banter was on point, and everyone thought I looked really good, like really good. Don't like check the comments or anything to verify that, but people are saying it. Many people are saying it. But yeah, this just kind of blows chunks. I mean, I gotta pick one. I gotta just pick one. I think what I'm gonna do is maybe the least worst thing is I'm gonna spend a nature token to take an elk tile and an elk, and then just do something like this, and put an elk there, and that'll start some sort of elkin ring. Nice. Just for reference, by the by, those 2 elk are worth 5 points. 5 points. Do you know how many of the same animal I'd have to surround a fox with to get 5 points? Take a guess. It's 5. I don't feel bad about killing off another fox. Another fox bites the dust. I think my framing is probably a disaster right now, but I appreciate you hanging out. If you are hanging out, I think I'm taking a hawk. Or I could take an elk. It doesn't matter because they'll each still be there. So let's just take the hawk. Lose the fox. We don't need him. We don't want him. We don't feel good about him. Okay, now let's think intelligently for half a second here and see if there's a place that we can put this hawk where it'll hit line of sight with 2 hawks at once. I think if I put it here, will it? No, it would need to be somewhere else. It would need to be like here, I think. But that could work. Oh, alternatively, no, if I put it here, yeah, if I put it here, it has this one and that one. Okay, I'm seeing the hawk strategy now. I'm seeing the strategy in the hawk game. I don't really think it super matters how oh, it does a little bit. I'm going to arrange it like this because we have snow zone stuff going on over here. So if we end up connecting something there, that's great. So yeah, I have 1, 2, 3. Sorry, my brain stopped for a minute there. That's felt like a lot of work for only 9 points, but hey, there's like 7 turns left in the game. I'm sure it'll pay off eventually, right, Randy? Right? Okay, I almost just pulled tokens from the discard. I don't know what I'm doing. My brain is smushed from playing like 9 hours straight of House Flipper 2, only to lose all my progress on the first house I was trying to flip. I don't want to be dramatic, but I think it's the most terrible thing that's happened this year to anyone. You can quote me on that. I'll stand by it. Yeah, I mean, I guess trying to keep this Elkin ring going is something. It's not the dopest. I'm punished for how I laid out that token. I should have thought more about the fact that it's going to be curving around this way anyway, so I should have done something like this probably to hook more desert that way. But look, let's face it, this is not exactly the tightest, I almost said Elden Ring. I've Freudianed myself. This is not exactly the tightest Cascadia playthrough that anyone's ever done. All right. Well, yep. Uh-huh. I'm just taking it, doing it like that, I guess. Or maybe like this. I don't rightly know. Well, let's see. Let's learn from our mistake, Dan. If we're going this way, if we're going to be wrapping around, the next elk we place is going to be here, and the next one will be there. So, yeah, technically, I guess that's just fine. All right, let's keep it going. Whoops, I should probably get rid of the tile as per the rules. Man, this game is frighteningly close to over. Oh no, this is a disaster. It just goes to show you, peaks and valleys. Let me see here. A pair of bears is worth 5 points. If I get another elk, that kicks me up to 4, which is worth 12 points. So it's a 4-point leap. So less good than the bear currently. Yeah. Huh. Okay. This hawk token's looking juicy though. Probably put it right here. Or maybe try to do something fancy to see if I can get multiple, lines of sight at once, because we're really going to have to do that if we want to score big. Yeah. So what's the plan then? I guess I can do both. I can do it all. So let's just take the elk. The terrain over here is an absolute disaster. But, we're doing what we can. We'll get you know what it is, a leaf token. And we'll keep it going, baby. I set myself up for this awful thing where I have to choose between these two now. Because if I don't take one, the other is going to fall off. Or rather, no matter which one I take, one will fall off. If it isn't the consequences of mine own actions. All right. Somehow I have 3 tokens left, so I think I have 1 token too many. But that's all right. Okay. I think, given the fact that there's like 2 turns left in the game, I think we should try to max out this bear thing. So I think what I'm going to do is take this, and I'm going to place this. I got to be careful about where I place this, actually, because it needs to be kind of its own thing. I'll place it here, like that, to continue the snow zone. Make sure that's not really dumb. Doesn't seem like it is. I'll put a bear there, and I'll get a nature token. We lose this here. Flip 2 more. This is the last turn of the game. And you know what we're doing. We're taking this, and we're going to put it where the sun don't shine. I think we'll just extend our snow zone some more. Can I extend that while also attaching the green? It doesn't look like it. So yeah, I'll just do that. And then put the bear there. And that's the freaking last turn of the dang old game, man. Yikes. Don't tell your friends about this. Okay? I know you tell your friends about all my videos. I know you can't wait to tell them all the time how cool and funny and suave I am and how great I am at games and I seem like a nice guy and stuff. Really like, the kind of guy like you feel like you know him, like you're good friends. And that's sort of why you enjoy watching my content. I mean, I know you say that. You say those things. But don't show them this because they won't like it and they'll feel bad for you for watching me. All right, let's count up a score. I'm not getting the score pad. We're just going to do it in our beautiful empty heads. Okay, for the salmon, I got to run a 5. I got to run a 6. What was I thinking? Oh no. What a waste of optimization. Oh no. Oh gosh. All right, well that's 15 points. Bully for me. I got a run of 4 elk in a little elkin ring. That's 12 points. 12 plus 15 historically is 27. I got 3 bears, so that's 8 points. 8 plus 27 is 35. 2 bears, which is 5 points. 35 plus 5 is 40. 1 bear is 2 points. 40 plus 2 is 42. Plus a 3-point bonus for getting all 3. That's 43, big dog. All right. Now the hawks, there's 1, 2, 3 of them. Wait, didn't I have 4? I thought I had 4. Am I crazy? 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. All right. Yeah, this one doesn't count. So that's 12 points. So 45 plus 12 is, I'll tell you what, man. Most of the time, it's going to end up being 57. I'm horrified to tell you that I think that that's my score before the terrain adjacency stuff, which is not going to get us a ton. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's going to be 62. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's going to be 70 plus a 1-point bonus. So that's 71. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So that's 74. I'm not counting those twice. I'm just seeing if one was bigger. So 74. And then I can't remember if I already counted the grassland or not. I'm pretty sure I did. Then the ocean, 1, 2, 3. That's 77. And then the forests is just 2. So that's 79. I got bad news for you, y'all. I don't think 79 is a particularly good score, according to Randy Flynn. Let's take a gandery-do at how we did. Oh, okay. 79 is 1 point less than very good. But once you've been excellent, going back to very good is just, it's like a slap in the face. It's like, it's like kicking a field goal after you scored a touchdown. You know how the guy that kicks the field goals is the guy that scores the touchdowns in football? It's just like that. But anyway, all mopey irony aside, that was a lot of fun. Really difficult to do those other scoring conditions. I'm sure that my strategy is not very sound. I think that I made a couple very unoptimal placements. Obviously, like, I could have split this run maybe and done something better. The Elkin Ring, screwing that up early was bad. Nailed the bears. Phrasing. Let's not say that. I really nailed it with regards to the bearing. Holy heck. I really nailed it with regards to the bear scoring condition. Again, please don't show this to your friends. But yeah, I think my positioning of the Hawks was not the best. I think if I had been more carefully considerate of that, I could have scored big points. And in fact, I enjoyed that kind of puzzle, trying to like sync them up and score kind of multiple at once. I thought that was fun. So I might bring that scoring condition back for the next time I play. I don't think I'll record it again unless somebody, really particularly wants to see it. But yeah, vaguely entertaining how different a shape our little corner of Cascadia is this time around. I had a weird like shuriken shape the first time, and this time we have like a dog head, like a fox head. Oh no. Yeah, I know why we didn't do well. It's Fox Vengeance. But yeah, anyway, thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I had a good time just playing. I love this game. And yeah, I enjoy hopefully recording in a fidelity that isn't insulting. So, sick. Well, that's been me, Dan, the table himself. That's what they call me, Dan the Table. And I appreciate you hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, and if there's any other kind of bonus stuff you'd like to see, any games you're really itching to see me play and really kind of embarrass myself at, let me know, and I'd be happy to do that. You guys have a great day. Take care. I love you very much. Take care of yourself. Take care of your loved ones, and I'll see you when I see you. Peace.